You have showed to me that we can depend on you, that you are there. I'm on my way out. I've preached for 50 years. I've paid my due. What more? What have I not seen that I want to see? But we are very anxious and we have a lot of palpitation on, yeah, we are going, that we have to go. But who is coming? And we are very worried and concerned. I knew the brand of Christianity that was handed over to me by the fathers. And I have struggled over the past 50 years that I have been preaching to see that I do not adulterate or I do not compromise or develop a strange brand or market a strange brand to people and try to explain it by way of civilization or education, science, or any of such things that could make an adulterated version legitimate. In the struggle to keep a pure brand that can last, with what my eyes have seen and the trend, I have concern that as my generation is going, please, who is coming? I'm aware that I ministered in a more primitive generation, but that's okay. That's what I met. That's the generation I met. And if it were not, whatever it is, I would deal with it. You don't have the same challenge as I have. You have more. You are growing into a more complicated future. You are growing your Christianity to deal with more hardened sinners. People who now commit sin scientifically. You are not now contending with babalawos, and some of you don't even know what that is. But you see, those who are the ones I contended with. Some of you don't even know what a witch is, or a wizard, and the rest of them. They are in our villages in Africa. And they rule those places with crafts and wands. Those were the things I dealt with and contended with. And when that was not enough, the armed robbers came. The first armed robbery in Nigeria took place on a bridge in 1973. And he was caught. That was the first one. And everybody was saying, hey, what is this? From where? Now it's everywhere. But I also had to deal with it because it happened in my generation. And I have collected the gun from the armed robber and gave him Bible. I have paid my due. I've served my generation. And when Islam came confronting and killing people everywhere, I told you that if you go to my church on Sunday morning like this, you will see Chief Imam in my church with his wife and children. He announced on Friday to those who came for prayer that please don't come here next Friday because this mosque will be closed. I will be moving to Baba Omolehin's church with my wife and children. If you come here next Friday, this mosque will be closed. And it was closed. and they move themselves and block into my church. I have had to handle every critical, every challenging uprising as sinners, as people who are militant, people who are deadly, people who are on drugs, clean them up, people who are in robbery. There's a pastor in Ireland. In 1987, not 78 is the turn of figures. I was in Jebba, and one man walked up to me and said, my first son is an armed robber, and he's in the prison. God has done a lot of things for me, but each time I remember him in prison, I'm sad. It's as if God has done nothing. That one bitter part of my life seems to erase all the others that God has done. So I gave him counsel. I said, please, don't leave him there. He said he had option of fine because the people he robbed did not come to court. So the judge said, well, yes, but where are the people he robbed? Where are the people he robbed? They didn't come to court. So they gave him a jail term instead of being killed. So I told the father, go and pay the fine and remove him. The father told me, he said, sir, leave him there. The 9 months that he will be there, I will have rest for 9 months. I said, 9 months is a short time. The 9 months will soon expire and he will be back. And when he comes back, he will become more vicious. When he comes back, he would have learned more of the act because he has spent 9 months with those who are senior in on that line. So quickly go and pay and bring him out. If you are not going to do that, what did you come to me for? You say you are not happy your firstborn is an armed robber and is in the prison. And I'm giving you the answer. You are saying the time he will be there, you will have peace. 9 months peace. So I finished my crusade, I returned to Ilorin. And one evening like this, there about this time, I was returning from town and met a young man in front of my gate with his box. Then I asked, from where? He said, from Jebba. No, he said, from federal prisons, Katsina. I said, who brought you here? He said, my dad brought me here. And the man dropped you and had left for Jebba. I didn't wait to see me. He said, the man said that we had discussed. I said, what did we discuss? What he told me was that you were in prison. And you being there made him sad. So I said, I should bring you out. I didn't ask him to bring you to me. He said, since I was the one who gave the counsel, that the father said that I will be the one to handle the consequences. And the man had they were not the days of handset for me to recall him wherever he had gone to come and carry the exhibit he dropped at my gate. I opened my gate. It was my longest night, as if the day won't break. An armed robber that was released fresh from Kaduna prison is in my house. And all I'm hearing is that we have discussed it. What did we discuss? I didn't sleep the whole night. And when the day broke, we were going to do morning devotion. Guess where we read, thou shalt not steal. Or where else will we read? We had a visitor from federal prisons. And this young man lived in my house for 2 years. If I was going out, I'd take him along. I can't leave him behind. My first 3 children are boys. I can't leave him behind because I don't know what he would do. But he was hearing the word of God, hearing the word of God, hearing the word of God. The word of God is very powerful. And after 2 years, he changed.